Alright, so I'm sure as everybody knows, Rush Limbaugh spoke at the CPAC conference the other day. I just want to talk a little bit about some of the things he said. Quote, "We love people," Mr. Rush Limbaugh said. "We love people." Now, am I the only person who finds this very dishonest when one of the cornerstones, one of the very definitions of conservatism is that you value property over people? That's one of the core principles of it, but he's saying we love people. Okay, well, moving forward from that. Quote, "When we conservatives see people, we see potential. We see people who can be the best he or she wants to be if certain things are just removed from their path, like onerous taxes, regulation, and too much government." You know, how silly is it that he's talking about onerous taxes when Barack Obama, of course, was the candidate who wants to give tax cuts to 95% of America? And regulation, how delusional is this guy talking about regulation being a bad thing when the lack of regulation is what got us into this mess in the first place? Okay, he said, quote, "We love the Constitution." Right, he loves the Constitution. This is coming from a staunch supporter of George Bush who absolutely ripped apart the Bill of Rights. And I'm talking, of course, about Amendments 4 through 9, search and seizure, due process, right to counsel, public trial, cruel and unusual punishment, and as we all know, this is really just scratching the tip of the iceberg with George Bush. He said, "We don't want to tell anybody how to live. That's up to you." Right, Rush, so you're in favor of gay marriage now, I take it. Quote, "We look over the country. We see waste. People who have been destroyed by 50 years of a welfare state, by a failed war on poverty." You know, I really try my best to give this guy the benefit of the doubt, but he really is a conspiracy theorist. You know what came out of the war on poverty and out of the welfare state? Public transportation, Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid. These are all programs that across the board are viewed as positive things, as good things. Alright, and the last quote I'm going to bring up from him. "I'll let you guys out there do with it what you may." He said, "For the minority groups and the constituency groups that have leaned on the Democrat Party," and you know how he says that with such a negative for the Democrat Party, where has it gotten you? You know, he seems to be completely disconnected from history. It was Lyndon B. Johnson, a Democrat, who signed the Voting Rights Act, which made it so that African Americans can vote. It was John F. Kennedy who was pushing civil rights reform. It was, at every step of the way, it was people on the right wing who were obstructionists for this movement. Alright, I've run out of time here, so thank you for watching. This is Secular Talk.